Hello, I'm Tara Brabazon. I'm the Professor of Creative Media and the Head of Photography and Creative Media at the University of Bolton. And one of the things that drew me to the study, the teaching and the research of communication studies, cultural studies and media studies is that these fields, these disciplines, didn't just study a topic, study an idea. They actively desired to intervene in that idea. And for this week's podcast, I asked my students in the first year course at the University of Bolton scholarship to enact that very process, to think about the nature of disability, the nature of impairment, and to ask how our own university, the University of Bolton, can improve its disability policy and its capacity to welcome students with impairments to the campus. This is a very powerful podcast, this one, because it's asking our first year students to look at their environment, understand and interpret their environment, but to also intervene. And in many ways, that's what our universities are for.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Well, we could record the challenges they face, go and actually speak to people with impairments. But we also need more people who are already impaired in positions of power to be making the decisions so that they can empathise with people that have impairments, rather than leaving it up to people that have no clue what it's like at all. Ladu?
Jade. We can make sure the university is accessible for everyone. They could also focus on approaching people with impairments who may not think they could go to university.
Well, I'm Victoria, and I think that every colleges, universities around the world should have lectures as well for blind people, like with braille and everything, because they are not such kind of thing here, and they need to have an education as well. They are people, they have intelligence. It doesn't mean that because they are blind they cannot learn. So I do think they should put this in Bolton as well.
Oh my god. Elizabeth Bocock. I said my full name.
That's okay.
I think that universities do enough to support students with disabilities, but it's more an assumption. You don't actually know what they do, so people aren't encouraged to come because they don't know what there is for them. Everyone's just like, well, I can probably go, it's probably alright. And Bolton need to focus more on that if they're going to have more people coming in that do have impairments and stuff.
Lincoln Chadwick. I think Bolton need to advertise more that they do accommodate disabled students, and I think that we need to make sure the classrooms are more accessible and stuff, so then we can get people like that here. And then also lecturers need to be more aware of the disabilities of other students and stuff like that. So.